Hi, and thanks for stopping by today. I haven't made a a substantial video in a long time. I made that little rap music video about my grandfather's days when he was a hobo and on the train. And if you didn't get to watch that, it's kind of cute. I wrote the lyrics and found the rap beat and made the video. So check that out. But today, I'm going to name this video, What More Can Happen Today. Today, Friday, June 19th, or Juneteenth, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're about to expose maybe 100,000 people in indoor close contact without social distancing, without masks at the Trump rally. Father's Day is on Sunday. Tomorrow is the solstice, the summer solstice. We're having a solar eclipse, I believe in the southern hemispheres on Sunday. So there's just so many things happening. But what I'm personally concerned about is, and some of you know that in the past I've had visions, and my visions significantly come true. Very detailed, and the details support the visions. And two visions and messages, extensive messages that I've received, actually have to do with things that are happening today. Not just today, but in this season. So I'm going to read you two of the messages, the visions that I've received in the past, and just for you to contemplate. And I don't know what the significance is, or if anything in the vision will come to pass today or ever, but I just feel compelled to share the information with you in case some of it does really happen, especially this weekend. You may have some basis for the events. So I'm going to start by reading the first one, and it goes like this. The focus is not on the question, but on the answer. Your mission will keep you in Ohio for a time, but much travel will be in your future. The time will come to settle down and sink roots, but there is first much important work to do. By the wayside, there will be jaunts as well as shortcuts that will lure you to rush or linger, always keeping focused on the path and where it will lead. Many will ask questions of you and those answers will be provided. Your blind faith will serve as your beacon of light to light the path. Revelations will come to you that will delight both you and those whom you serve. The light will spread, and many will work in concert to accomplish the tasks at hand. Together you will play a symphony of sounds from many instruments, but the voices will sing in unison until the words can be heard everywhere. Then the time will be right, and you can dwell in the green pastures of paradise on earth. You will teach others to hear the words and assign deeds to those who choose to listen to the trumpet sounds, gathering those of like minds to march to its cadence. Multitudes will gather and will feel their own vibrations rise to that of the crowd. There will be no deaf ears amongst you. When the time comes, all others will perish. So that's the first one. And now I'm gonna read you the second one that I had about at the same time, but I think a couple weeks later. So these are the words from the second vision. And I received the words into my head, and then it just goes straight from my pen onto the paper without me even translating or knowing the information until after it's written, and then I look at it. So this is the second one. Seek the pure in heart. Heal Mother Earth in the chasm between the races, and also where East meets West. Now, to me, this is what's going on today. the chasm between the races, and where East meets West. I mean, that's our focus right now, is what's going on in Asia, what's going on in the Western Hemisphere and our Earth, and the conflict between the two. So let me go on. A calamity will befall the Earth when the North Pole points toward the sun. Well, the North Pole points toward the sun on this summer solstice, which is tomorrow. Now, the vision goes on to say, it will melt the ice caps and cause earthquakes to lower California mountains. Only above 6,000 feet will escape. Tsunamis of great proportion will rumble across the Pacific. Water level rises. Deserts will turn to lush green, and earth will cleanse. Brotherhood will align with brotherhood as the borders disappear. Feminine will be the new wave of the new age. You will soar with angels and enter the light. You will know the words to speak and write to balance the feminine and masculine to all. Race lines will melt with common good of brotherhood and concern for healing Mother Earth's scars of the separation of races. Change is coming. Be flexible and open-minded. Nothing will be as it seems. Negative will be positive. Love will be hate. Good will be bad. Be discerning and focused on love. Do not be persuaded to believe the dichotomy. That's the end of the second vision. And this part, has to be what's going on with the nationwide and worldwide demonstrations caused by the brutal police murder of George Floyd, and since then, Rayshard. There's been like 6 brutal deaths of black men and women in the last month. Today being Juneteenth and the celebration of the end of slavery is just related in these words I just spoke. So I'm not going to make any interpretation of it. These words were spoken to me about 18 years ago, but they may relate to what's going on today. And this weekend especially, because the North Pole points to the sun today. And we know that alignments, planetary alignments, cause earth changes, asteroids, earthquakes, volcanoes. I don't know if those things will happen, but they will happen one day, as this vision describes. So I just want to send to you my love. I care about you and care about each other. Wear masks just to show that you care about each other. You care about humanity. And let us dissolve those borders and become one brotherhood of humanity. Thank you, and I love you all.